Beautiful friend, a whole new world, a brand new era begins with Pluto, the planet of transformation, death and rebirth, evolutionary soul growth, entering the revolutionary, visionary, freedom-loving, individualistic, and community-building, together we thrive in tribe, sign of Aquarius. This is a rare transit. Pluto takes 248 years to travel around the zodiac. So no one that is alive right now has ever experienced Pluto in Aquarius. And we will not experience this transit, which is going to last a total of 21 years. We will not experience this epic era again in our lifetimes. So the dates: Pluto will be entering Aquarius in January of 2024, January 21st. It will stay there until September 1st of 2024. It will briefly retrograde back to 29 degrees until mid-November, and then it will be in Aquarius for good until January of 2044. Now, Pluto was already in Aquarius very briefly. We got a brief glimpse between March and June of 2023. So you might want to look back to that time between March and June and notice for yourself if anything happened for you that felt big, that felt transformational for you in some way. We experience Pluto more intensely than any other planetary aspect. Pluto destroys, clears out, cleanses us, cleanses our lives of anything that is not life supporting, of anything that is not health inducing or soul evolving. Whatever is not in alignment with your soul's path, Pluto will come in and cleanse it from your life. And because our human selves, our ego selves, do not like change, we are often afraid when we hear the word Pluto. We are like, no, no more Pluto, no more Pluto transits, especially if you've experienced a hard Pluto transit in your lifetime. But remember that Pluto is here to evolve us at the soul level. Pluto is here to help us to actualize what we wanted to accomplish as souls, as spiritual beings having a human adventure. Pluto helps us to realize that purpose that we came into this body to achieve. So we're ready for this, my friend. On a soul level, we are more than ready for this. We're doing this together. We're doing this in tribe. You are not alone. So get into the spaceship, buckle up, look to your right, look to your left, make sure the people that are with you are in alignment with your vibration, and let's take off. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you who will most feel this transit of Pluto in Aquarius and on what level of intensity are you likely to feel it. I'm also going to share the themes of Pluto in Aquarius energy, and I'm going to speak with you about an important planetary alignment that is very optimistic and hopeful and empowering for all of us. I'm also going to share with you at the very end of this introduction, so be sure and stay tuned for the whole introduction. I'm going to share with you some tips based on my own hard Pluto transits on how we can all move through this energy with the most ease and grace. And as always, I'll be doing readings for all 12 signs, letting you know in which house you're going to be experiencing this Pluto transit, as well as pulling an oracle card for each of the 12 signs. So listen to your rising sign. That is the area of your life, the house in which you're going to experience this transit based on your rising sign. And also your sun and your moon signs will give you further intuitive messages. But before I go further, I want to say hello and welcome if you're new to me, if you're just finding my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so that we stay connected and you don't miss my next video. And welcome back to those of you who have found me before this, who've been watching my videos. I am so grateful for your presence and for your support. And hello and welcome to my Sunday chat, friends. Every Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific time is when we gather in like-minded community in the YouTube chat when my videos premiere. So please join us. I'm Betsy. I'm a psychic astrologer as well as an intuitive life coach and the author of the book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. And it's always my intention to empower you through the astrology in my videos, as well as my professional astrology consultations. And yes, I do astrology readings. I weave together divine downloads, spiritual principles, and Western tropical astrology. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you more about my professional astrology consultations as well as my coaching. So be sure and stay tuned for that. And I have a free gift for you. So if you'd like to receive a free gift, it's an instant download. Stay tuned to the end when I tell you about what it is and how you can get it. And for those of you who'd like to receive my weekly inspirational astrology updates, you can do so by going to my website and subscribing for free, and you will get that instant download immediately. I also want to let you know that I now have gift cards available for astrology sessions for those of you who'd like to gift those to your nearest and dearest for the holidays. I'll leave the link for that in the description box below. And you can also book now 2024 year ahead astrology consultations. So who will most feel this transit of Pluto moving into Aquarius? Well, first of all, I have to say we're all going to feel this on a collective level. This is epic, my friend. I am not exaggerating when I say this is a whole new world, and I'm going to get into that in the introduction. But in terms of your own personal soul's evolution in your natal astrology chart, those of you who have planets or points in the fixed signs of Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus, you will be feeling this transit most intensely when those planets and points are activated by Pluto. Those of you who have planets or points in the air signs of Gemini or Libra, you'll be receiving trines. You'll be receiving positive energy flow, harmonious aspects. And those of you who have planets or points in the fire signs of Aries and Sagittarius, you'll be feeling this energy in terms of a sextile, which is also harmonious. This is opportunities and solutions that help move you ahead. Pluto is known as the god of the underworld. Why do we say underworld? Because Pluto brings unconscious truth and information to light. Pluto takes us deep, deep down into the murky waters of the unconscious mind to show us things that we didn't see before. This can be beautiful things. This can be an awakening to your true power, or it can be dark things, dark fear, lies, secrets, corruption. Pluto reveals our shadow, which can be the dark, dark, or the light, light. And it purposely brings up our shadow so we can integrate it, we can heal it, we can weave it into our being, we can shine light on it so that we can move forward more powerfully, more confidently, feeling more comfortable in our own skin than we've ever felt before. I call Pluto the great detoxifier. In my own experience, having had 6 very difficult Pluto transits, during the Pluto in Capricorn transit alone, I think I've had about 15 with all the Pluto transits that have happened since I've been on the planet, and I've been here for a while. But 6 tough ones during Pluto in Capricorn. Having gone through this, I can tell you that Pluto will clear out anything that is toxic to you in a relationship, in a job, in a health situation, your habits, any behaviors, especially addictive ones, and any coping mechanisms that we use that are outdated for us, that we no longer need anymore. Pluto helps us clear all of this out and cleanse ourselves. And I think we can all relate to this, being aware on a certain level that something isn't good for us, like a relationship, like a job, a certain career that we just have no passion for anymore, or a behavior that we do that we know isn't good for us, but we stay with it. We keep doing it because we're afraid if we let it go, that we won't be able to do things on our own. This is where Pluto comes in and may give you the boot from that situation in order to show you that you are so much more powerful than that. And Pluto is all about power. Pluto's about personal power, reclaiming your power, rising to the next level, rising to the next greatest version of the greatest vision. I believe Neil Donald Walsh said it, I'm paraphrasing. The next greatest version of you, of who you came here to be. This is where Pluto wants to put you in that spaceship, that rocket ship, and whisk you to that next incarnation, that next level of your soul's evolution. Now, during a Pluto transit, we can either be pushed by pain into change, or we can be pulled by a passionate Vision. Most of us would prefer, right? Raise your hand if you'd prefer to be pulled by a vision. I know that I would. Generally speaking, the hard Pluto transits are the ones where we feel we're being pushed by pain. Those tend to be the most intensely felt. Those would be the conjunctions, the oppositions, and the square. The more harmonious ones, the ones that are flowing, they are the trines and the sextiles. This is where our soul is ready and aware and conscious of the growth, the personal power up-leveling that we're ready to take on. So this is still intense, my friend. I don't want to say it's not intense, but it's where we tend to initiate the changes with the trines and the sextiles, whereas it's usually an external event, often an external event, with the harder aspects that have us go through a shedding of the skin process and then rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Now, I'm excited to talk with you about what we can expect from Pluto in Aquarius, but first I want to touch on Pluto in Capricorn because we have to look back at where we've been in order to see where we're headed. So Pluto in Capricorn began in 2008. It will go until November of 2024. And big picture, Pluto in Capricorn destroyed what we can no longer rely on. Pluto in Capricorn rules governments, corporations, laws, authority figures, bosses, the people in charge at work. Most specifically, Capricorn rules career, work. It is the 10th house of the zodiac. This is the old boy network. This is the status quo, the way things have always been. It's decisions that are made from the top down. It's the old teaching of ambition and success, and the way to get ahead is that you have to climb the ladder and you have to pay your dues, and when you get to the top, then the good life will happen. It began in 2008 with the banking crisis, with the stock market crash, with the housing market falling apart, and then in 2020 with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, we saw our whole world as we knew it completely crumble. The pandemic, the lockdowns, rules and restrictions, rules that a lot of us would never have fathomed government would dare to make. The idea of quarantines, but not just that, mandatory quarantines and being tracked by your phone. Also, record numbers of people applying for unemployment, but then corporations, large corporations, coming in and stealing the grants that were meant for the small businesses, government corruption. And what a lot of us experienced during that time was structures that we relied on that we thought would always be there for us, especially government structures, realizing that those are not reliable. A lot of the promises that governments or higher authorities and corporations had made to some of us just were broken. So Pluto brings about permanent change. You may live in a town or have lived in a town during the pandemic, for example, that changed permanently. I know I experienced that with my town of Laguna Beach, which I love, 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 and will always love, but it changed, in my view, permanently. Where I used to go out dancing every weekend and love the live music scene, so many fewer people were congregating. Even in 2022, where we used to have regular drum circles at the beach, people stopped doing that. And like everything, there's a light and a dark to the changes that we see. So the light is that many people have more freedom and flexibility. A lot of us work from home now if we choose that. So I want to acknowledge that those of you who have planets or points in the cardinal signs, you have been through it. You have absolutely been through it during the last 15 years of Pluto in Capricorn. And I know this because I've read so many of your charts. So I mentioned that I've had so many difficult Pluto transits during Pluto in Capricorn. But what I also want to say is Pluto always gives you a gift. There's always a gift that you receive from your Pluto transit. If you can leave your past behind and begin to ask, what's next? Who am I now in my new self? What am I no longer willing to negotiate away? Where is my new power? Where is my passion now? And for me, as an example, I would not have birthed my YouTube channel in 2021 had I not been through the hardest Pluto opposing my natal moon transit between 2019 and 2021. So having gone through that transit, I realized people need to know about Pluto. They need to know how to navigate Pluto's energy, and hence my YouTube channel was birthed. So you too, my friend, if you don't feel yet that you have gone through the regeneration, rebirthing process of Pluto and Capricorn, that is coming for you if you say yes, if you release your past, if you turn your focus to your future rather than your past, rather than past losses, you turn your focus to the future. And this is what Pluto in Aquarius is asking us, assigning us, requiring us to do. Now, quick side note before I get into Pluto and Aquarius energy, and that is I find it very interesting that when Pluto retrogrades back to 29 degrees of Capricorn between September and mid-November, that's when we're having the presidential election in the United States. And right now it feels like a free-for-all. Most of us do not think that Biden is going to run for president. Now that could happen, but it looks like the candidates that you would have thought would be running may not even run. It is completely up in the air. And interesting, Aquarius is an air sign, up in the air. It's up in the air. And not only that, but the election on November 5th, the number 5 is all about transformational change. So during this year of overlap between Pluto and Capricorn and Pluto and Aquarius, it will probably feel more disruptive, more unstable as a result of us doing this changeover between these two energies. A future vision, a freedom-loving, liberating, innovative future vision is what Pluto in Aquarius is pulling us toward. Aquarius is a cosmically attuned, it is the field of all possibility, the cosmic intelligence, attuned to the new, the different, the innovative. As an air sign, it's about our thinking. It's about new ideas, new inventions, how we can speed ahead. It's a very accelerated energy. And it's about equality, egalitarianism. And this is the humanitarian. This is everyone gets a voice. This is the people decide, not the boss, not the hierarchy, not the ones in charge, the ones in power decide. The people decide. This is about the people. And I think that's going to be quite refreshing. However, we have to remember that because this is revolutionary energy, because this is people fighting for change, that could be quite destabilizing and disruptive. Pluto in Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn is foundation building. Saturn is structures. Saturn is building a sustainable, solid foundation that we can rely on. Uranus, very different energy, is forward thinking, visionary, break down, break through, break free. Uranus is an electrical energy. It makes things happen quite quickly, and it will bring in innovations that we cannot even fathom right now, that we cannot even imagine, many of us. Uranus is shake it up, reform it. It's divine downloads, it's psychic intuition, and a higher vision for humanity, a higher vision for our world. So if I were to encapsulate this energy of Pluto and Aquarius, I would say this is about taking responsibility, committing Saturn to a new independence and freedom, Uranus. Co-creating a life that is true to you, that allows you to be authentically expressive and allows you to carry out the mission and purpose of your beautiful, creatively brilliant soul. What I love so much about this Pluto in Aquarius era that we're about to go into is that it brings in an ethos of collaboration where you used to do things alone, and that would be me with Mars and Aries, where you're used to doing it all on your own because you know that you don't really want to wait for anybody else. Or maybe you have trust issues and you're like, I don't know if I can trust that these other people will be there for me. Well, where that was a part of your repertoire, Pluto in Aquarius is saying, we've got to change that. It's time for collaboration. It's time to do it together. It's time to gather in like-minded tribe, which you know my channel is all about. Together we thrive. in tribe. This is social justice and activism. This is standing up for what you know is true and right and humane, and getting at least one other person to join with you, so you have that support. You've got someone to back you up. You don't feel like you're doing it all by yourself. The last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was 1778 to 1798. This was a revolutionary and transformational time. We had the American Revolutionary War. We had the French Revolution. We had part of the Industrial Revolution take place during that time. So what is the key word here? Revolution. We are headed, I believe, and this is from my channeling for this video as well, we are headed to a kinder, gentler world. But first, because we know what happens in revolutions, first we have to go through the growing pains that may not feel so kind and gentle. And we're already experiencing that right now with the Middle East crisis. Notice, however, that what brought us to the current ceasefire that I know is temporary and I know we can't count on, but at least it's happening. What brought us there? Part of this was the congressional staffers in the United States Congress that all teamed up together and said, we're not in alignment with your policy on the Middle East, Mr. President. We're not in alignment with that. We are protesting it. That made me cry. That made me so happy. And of course, there was a lot of other pressure from other countries in that part of the world, and with a lot of people that are courageous enough to use their voice and say, no, this is wrong. This needs to stop. Aquarius also rules technology. So the most obvious, which a lot of astrologers are talking about, is AI. And with AI, of course, there's a dark and a light. Also a digitized society, digital currency, only being able to use credit, a cashless society. If you've flown recently, you may have been introduced to the biometric facial recognition, where as you're boarding the plane, they take a picture of you. All of these areas bring up privacy issues, security issues, and there are further ethical issues that arise with bioengineering, genetic testing, human enhancements, and so on. Aquarius rules aviation, it rules space travel, it rules anything that's otherworldly, contact with beings from other worlds, with UFOs. It rules large public spaces, airports. It also rules energy, so we're likely to have new energy sources, new solutions to climate change issues, more people deciding to live alternatively, more people living off-grid, more people saying, I am not doing anything that has me dependent on, remember, Aquarius is an independent energy. I want to do it myself. I want freedom. I don't want anyone controlling me. So more people living off grid, new social media platforms, some going away, new ones starting, fewer people on social media, more people into social media, more virtual reality kinds of technologies, but also more enlightened alternative forms of education. I would love to see astrology taught in schools. I don't think that is so far off. Astrology is ruled by Uranus after all. And first and foremost, what I really see that I'm most excited about is more people awakening spiritually. Not only more people awakening spiritually, but those of us who've already had one or more awakenings, having other awakenings, raising our vibration. This is an incredibly vibration raising transit, in my opinion. Not only this, I believe that those of us who are awakened or on an awakening path, we are really going to come into a realization of the fact that we are co-creating our own reality. I think that we're going to begin to manifest more quickly, and this may take time. Remember, Pluto goes slowly, and for many of us, it will depend on the transits that Pluto is making to our specific natal astrology charts. But I really feel energetically, intuitively, not just the astrology, but that too, that we're really going to realize our power, our direct line to the divine during this transit. Remember that Uranus, which rules Aquarius, the modern ruler, it rules flashes of insight, epiphanies, the cosmic intelligence, the aha moments. We're going to have more of those during this time. Uranus is the archetype of the heavens. The heavens. It is the highest octave of communication. Now, I told you I was going to tell you about an aspect that is happening during this Pluto in Aquarius transit, and this is it. Uranus is now in Taurus. Uranus is going to move into Gemini in 2026. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury, the divine messenger. Mercury considered our everyday communication, our everyday thought processes. Well, Pluto in Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, connecting in a trine, positive energy flow, harmonious connection between Pluto in Aquarius and Uranus in Gemini. To me, this is an energetic flow, an energetic connection that is going to move us into brand new places in terms of our psychic ability, in terms of our ability to communicate telepathically, and our ability to communicate even with other life forms. I do feel that this is that big. And what's so cool about this trine aspect between Uranus and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius is that their trine is going to happen several times between 2026 and 2028. So over a 2-year period, they're going to connect harmoniously, raising the vibration of anyone who is open to it, and I believe raising the vibration of the planet as well. So yes, this is where I see a whole new world beginning to flourish. Not only do we have these harmonious energies between Uranus and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius, my friend, but we also have added support from 2025 to 2039. Neptune will leave Pisces and be in Aries. Aries makes sextile harmonious energies with Aquarius energy. Also, after Saturn finishes out its stint in Pisces, it will move into Aries. Aries is the pioneer. Aries is about going beyond limits. Aries is about expanding into brand new territory. Aries is bold, it's courageous, it is not afraid to start something new. So this is definitely Pluto and Aquarius being supported by this beautiful new frontier Aries energy and giving us the courage and the boldness and the inspiration. Aries is very passionate, inspired energy, giving us that boldness and inspiration to move into new territory. So if you, my friend, like I think a lot of us who've kind of been a little bit battered through this Pluto and Capricorn time, if you felt like, I guess this is just the way my life is going to be, I guess my life is just not what I thought it was going to be. Well, yes, your life is not most likely what you thought it was going to be, but the good days are hardly over, my friend. The good days are not in the past. Point your focus to the future and know that there are beautiful days ahead. Now, yes, there's always a lower octave to every energy. The lower octave of Pluto in Aquarius is detaching from the heart, is getting stuck in the intellect. So my first tip for you in navigating this Pluto in Aquarius time is to stay connected to your human self, to stay connected to your heart. And I know that's difficult when there are very painful, sad things happening in the world, but we don't want to lose touch with our empathy and our compassion. And this is where we can call on the divine, we can call on spirit through prayer, through meditation, to raise our vibration, to allow us to grieve what is making us sad, so that we can feel supported in this revolutionary process. I would be remiss if I didn't say boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. If your boundaries are not being honored by others, you may need to remove yourself from a situation. Take the very best care of you that you possibly can. That is so important during a Pluto transit. Remember that you always have options and choices. You do not have to stay in a situation or adapt to a situation that has already passed the last straw moment. Get support. It's so important that we get support. Pluto rules therapy. Pluto rules coaching. I do deep dive coaching with my clients. This is the era of doing it together in tribe. So find your tribe. You've already found it in this channel. Ask Spirit, where am I to go now? Uranus makes us more resourceful. I think we're all going to feel our creative abilities really blossom and bloom during this transit. As the lyrics go in the song A Whole New World, you're like a shooting star. You've come too far. You can't go back to the way you used to be. Okay, my friends, so let's do the 12 sign readings now. Listen to your rising sign. This will be the most accurate as far as where this transit of Pluto and Aquarius is happening in your natal astrology chart. Your sun sign is how you may experience this on a personality ego level, life force level, and your moon sign is how you may experience it on an emotional level. You'll also get further intuitive messages from your sun and moon sign readings. So let's start with Aquarius. Hello, beautiful Aquarius. How does it feel to have Pluto moving into your sign? Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear. Aquarius, you're having this transit of Pluto in your sign. In your first house is the house of identity. It's the house of the self. It's the house of you, Aquarius. So of course, this is where you're going to be having this transit. It's how you experience yourself, your life force energy in your relationships, what roles you play, the titles you have, the title you have in your family, the title you have at work. And for many of us within our personal relationships, that's a lot of titles, right? That is you as a parent, or you as a brother or sister, or you as a child, or you as a friend, a colleague, a coworker, all those things. It's a lot of different roles that you play. When Pluto transits your ascendant, your rising sign, this is where you can have unconscious things come up that change you permanently, that have you shedding a skin, that have you going through, some of you, a dark night of the soul. I'm sorry to say, but having been through a number of dark nights of the soul myself, I can tell you that you are going to be more you, Aquarius. You're going to be more, yes, you will transform. Yes, transformation can be painful, but you are also going to realize the truth of who you are authentically. You'll be so much more comfortable in your own skin and your own power than you have ever been before. Very typical of a first house Pluto transit can be you changing your thinking, especially with Aquarius being an air sign and being about your thoughts. You could change your worldview. You could change your family situation because it's your first house. It can affect your partnerships in the 7th house. It can affect your career. It can affect your home situation, your family situation. It can affect any of these angles of your chart. Also, your appearance and your vitality. You could have a health thing come up that you have to move through that then brings you to a new level of health and vitality. Remember, Aquarius, this is not a transit to fear. It is for your soul's evolution and growth. And I know our human selves don't want to hear that. Our human selves are like, no, I'm still scared. And that would be very natural for you to be scared. But it is, remember that Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. It is going to be liberating for you. It's going to be freeing. This may be where you finally put your foot down in some area of your life and you say, I want this, whatever this is for you, Aquarius. And you go for it. You go after it. You draw lines. You set boundaries. You cut things or people out of your life that aren't serving you. You are going to be quite fierce. If you are fiercely honest with yourself, which I highly recommend, you are going to be very selective and very discerning about what is allowed to be in your life from this point forward. And that's really beautiful. That's exactly what you need to truly thrive, Aquarius. So let's pull a card for you and see. I'm shuffling now. See what the cards have to say for beautiful Aquarius. For your Pluto in Aquarius transit. Aquarius, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Aquarius, you signed up for this. Your soul signed up for this. You're ready for this, Aquarius. You're ready for it. Your card is Nurture. I'm going to read it to you and then I'm going to show you. It's Archangel Gabriel, which is the angel of creativity. And you creating your life as a work of art. This says nurture. As you nurture a child, which I would say is your inner child or children in your life, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you now. So many of you will do inner child work during this transit. Many of you will get in touch again with your own, what you need to be nurtured, with what you didn't get from as a child. Maybe I'm laughing at myself for stumbling over the words. Maybe what you didn't receive that you needed as a child. I do have a video on inner child healing, just so you know, that I will link to in the description box below that could be helpful for you. But remember that you have angelic support. Remember you're not doing it alone. I also have free videos on my YouTube channel where you can experience that feeling of being surrounded by unconditionally loving spirit guides and angels. That playlist is in the description box below as well. Beautiful Aquarius, you are going to come through this a brand new person. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling about this. And remember to get support. We need support during a Pluto transit. There's no question about it. It can make a world of difference to you, beautiful Aquarius. Okay, Capricorns. Hello, beautiful Capricorn. Capricorn, you will have Pluto transiting your second house. Your second house is the house of material security. It's also your values, what's most important to you now. I call them our post-2020 values. It's also your possessions, your self-esteem, how you are, what you feel worthy of, what you feel deserving of. This is where you're going to experience a transformation, an uplift, a whole new life, a whole new you, some of you, as a result of Pluto transiting here. Now, I know Capricorn, you have been through it with Pluto transiting in Capricorn. I get that. And this is not necessarily making any hard aspects to you. It's actually a semi-sextile to your energy, which can be quite supportive, but you may notice a change as a result of you changing your values from the Pluto and Capricorn transit. You may notice a change in how you want to do your life, how you want to do your work. You may say, I'm done with my job. I need a side gig. I need to change the way I earn money. That's very possible. You may have just completely renovated new values as a result of what you've already been through, or as a result of what you experience when Pluto is in Aquarius. Either way, this transit is asking you to reflect, Capricorn, on what is working for you now in terms of how you earn your money and just your own, all your, what I would call material assets, everything that helps you to create a materially, physically, earthly, comfortable life. What's working for you? I think some of you might downsize. Some of you might sell things. Some of you may really simplify your life. There's a possibility that some of you may really decide that you want to clear lots of clutter, get rid of a lot of stuff, give away stuff, sell stuff, and simplify your life because you're a new person now after Pluto and Capricorn. I'm very curious, Capricorn. If that resonates for you, let me know. I would love to hear in the comments. So let's pull a card for you now and see. Beautiful Capricorn, what the cards have for your Pluto in Aquarius transit. And yes, you are now a spiritual warrior now. You get to call yourself spiritual warrior, having been through that transit. Claim it, identify with your new self, Capricorn. That's very, very important to the rebirthing process that you could possibly be in as a result of Pluto going through Capricorn. And your card is Clairsentient. Ooh, I love this. Archangel Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So as a result of Pluto going into Aquarius, you are going to become more clairsentient. And that fits. Sentience is our physical sensations in the body. That fits with your sign, Capricorn, being earthly physical energy. So as I was saying in the introduction of this video, how we're all going to be receiving an upgrade to our intuitive abilities. You are going to receive that, according to this card and the angels, in this clairsentient way. So isn't that exciting? I think it is. I'm super excited for you, beautiful Capricorn. Okay, Sagittarius. Hello, beautiful Sag. Sag, you're going to have Pluto transiting in Aquarius in your third house. The third house is your local environment, your immediate environment, the town you live in, the neighborhood you live in. It is your neighbors, your landlords if you have a landlord, the mortgage company if you own a house. This is also aunts, uncles, cousins. It's also siblings. So something can come up with a sibling during this transit. You could have an opportunity to heal. Some of you could decide to cut ties with someone in your immediate environment, which could include neighbors or siblings. Pluto transits show us which relationships are toxic to us. So if you have a toxic relationship with somebody in these realms or in any realm, this is Pluto saying it's time to heal that or remove that situation from your life. This is also mindset, communication, emails, writing. You could very well change your thinking about yourself during this transit. You could change your thought processes. You could have a new story about you, Sagittarius, a new story about what you're capable of, what you want, who you are. It could be that big. Now, Sag, you are receiving harmonious energy flow from Aquarius energy. So this Pluto in Aquarius transit is going to make a sextile, positive energy flow, solutions, solutions, as I like to say, and new opportunities coming to you as a result. This is you taking your power. This is you rising up. This is you rising to the occasion. It probably won't be easy. It will probably be a bit of a stretch. You'll have to maybe prove yourself in some way to another person or to a group of people if it's in the work environment, but it will bring you beautiful rewards and it will transform you in the process. You'll believe in yourself and know your own power in a way that you haven't known it before this transit, beautiful Sag. So, and I have the words at the bottom of that description, say yes. Say yes, beautiful Sag. Say yes, even if it feels like, even if you momentarily feel like, I don't know if I can do this. This feels like such a stretch. I don't know if I'm up to this. You are. You're ready for it. Okay, now I'm shuffling. Let's pull a card for you, Sag. Sagittarius. Soaring on your sextile. Okay, Sag, crystal clear intentions. I'm so glad this card came up because this is so important to remember during this Pluto transit. Where intention goes, energy flows. You are the co-creator of your life. We're going to feel this more and more in this transit, and you are being guided to set an intention so that what you create, you will manifest because you are going to be that much more powerful. This is Archangel Michael. It says, be clear about what you desire. Focus on it with unwavering faith, and it shall happen for you. Archangel Michael also helps us to clear out fears, to help us clear out energies that are no longer in vibration with our current mindset and our current state of being. So allow Archangel Michael to come in and help you to clear out, vacuum out any fears or lower energies that aren't in alignment with the best feeling that you would like to feel, beautiful Sagittarius. Leave me a comment. Let me know. I'd love to hear if this resonates, if this is in alignment with what you're feeling about this transit. Okay, Scorpio. Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Scorpio, you are really going to feel this transit. You're one of the fixed signs that is most affected. And what I really like to say is who will most feel, not most affected. It's not like the planets are doing anything to us. It's we're perceiving them and feeling the effects as a result of our own perceptions. Scorpio, this is your fourth house of home, family, and childhood conditioning. I think this is going to be a very healing transit for you. It's going to ask you to go back to your inner child, back to your roots, your sense of belonging, back to what you need to feel comfortable in your own skin, what you need to feel rooted. Something may make you feel temporarily uprooted, but that is so that you can do the shadow work, as we call it, to release anything that's toxic to you, whether it's a home environment, whether it's a roommate situation, whether it is something in your family of origin that comes up for you. This is about setting boundaries. This is about you, even if you have to take personal space for a temporary amount of time from someone from your family of origin, for example, or a home situation. Sometimes we have to do that temporarily while we go through our shedding a skin process and reconnecting with our true self process. But this, you're going to regenerate from the Scorpio, and you know this regeneration process so well. You already know the death and rebirth process most likely because that's Scorpio energy. Most Scorpios had early experiences. And let me know if this is true for you, if you'd like to share. Most Scorpios, like people with strong Scorpio placements, whether it's rising sun or moon, early on in life had a transformative experience, and that continues through your life because that's what your soul came here to do. Your soul came here to experience who you truly are at your core. And you are gifted at the shadow work. You're gifted at going within. And if you need support, Scorpio, get that support, because that can make a world of difference. I know I got a lot of support during my Pluto moon transit, and without that, I don't know how I would have survived. So Scorpio, let's pull a card for you and see what the card, I mean, I wouldn't have come into my power fully and completely without having another person reflect back to me what they saw. Because during a Pluto transit, we can't see what someone neutral and supportive can see for us. We can't see it. They help bring the unconscious to light for us. Okay. Scorpio, your card is, ooh, Scorpio, this is so you. Take back your power. It's all about power. What does it say? Archangel Raziel, it's your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So this is all about when you take back your power, you get blessings. The rainbow, the gold color, the you being a force of power in your own life, beautiful Scorpio, you being the leader of your own life. This is when the blessings, the riches, the abundance can come to you. This is your birthright. You are entitled to manifest blessings in your life. Claim it, beautiful Scorpio. Claim it below. Leave me a comment. Leave me an angel emoji or whatever you want to say. I claim it. To claim this truth. You are the co-creator of your own blessings. And during this transit, I think you're really going to get to the point of feeling this, knowing this, being confident in this on a very visceral level. And that's really beautiful, Scorpio. Okay, Libras. Hello, beautiful Libra. Libra, you're going to have this transit of Pluto and Aquarius in your 5th house. Now, Libra, you are one of the lucky ones. You get a trine to your energy. This is positive energy flow. This is the wind at your back. This is you really being ushered forward by the cosmic forces of light, and that's gorgeous. The 5th house is pleasure. It is you giving your inner child free rein to have the delights of life. It's you exploring life. It's you having fun. It's also your creativity, unbridled creative expression, bringing it out into the world, bringing something creative, whether it is a book or a one-person show or a play or a screenplay or a painting. I'm thinking of a favorite Libra friend of mine who paints, or photography, whatever it is for you, bringing that out into the world. It could be a presentation that you put together. There's so many different ways of creative expression, right? So it's that, but it's also children. And you could have a child during this time. This could be a very fertile transit for you. If you are somebody who does not want to get pregnant, I would definitely use protection. This is also true love and romance. So you could definitely, Pluto here. Okay, this is when I got engaged, when I had a Pluto in my 5th house transit. It's also when I had my 2nd child. So you could have that same kind of positive energy flow, Libra, that brings you a true love into your life. And I have to definitely say that about my daughter, who I conceived during a Pluto in 5th house transit. So how gorgeous is that? Okay, so Libra, because this is positive energy flow, I feel this as a burst of creative power for you. I feel like you will feel quite supported during this time. This will be transformative in a passionate way. And you saying yes. The key thing here is say yes to what you most want, and it shall happen. Just give yourself permission to enjoy the pleasures of life, Libra. I say in a very Saturnian way. Okay, let's pull a card for you. Libra. Libra, spread your wings. Check it out. Spread your wings, it says. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. I really think this needs no further explanation. It's exactly what I was just talking about. It's just a say yes transit for you, and I would take full advantage of it and know that This is when you could have a lot of powerful gifts come to you, Libra. And I know that you have been getting squares from Pluto and Capricorn. So this is the time to really spread your wings and say, this is my time. It's my time. It's my time. Claim it below in my comments. Let me know. I would love to hear, beautiful Libra. Okay, Virgos. Hello, beautiful Virgo. Virgo, you're having Pluto in Aquarius transit your 6th house of health, of daily wellness, of your work situation. So you are getting an intense transformational supportive transit here from Pluto saying time to detox anything in your life that's toxic. This could be a toxic work environment. This could be a micromanaging boss. This could be any unconscious drivers, Virgo, could be perfectionistic thinking. It could be anything that is causing you to be hard on yourself, to work harder than you should be working, to not give yourself the credit that you should be giving yourself. Because you do work hard, you are very, very focused on serving others. Most Virgos, the Virgos that I know and have worked with in coaching and in astrology consultations, you are very sincere and deliberate, and if anything, you overgive, Virgo. So this transit is going to help you to realize where you are giving too much of your energy out to others, or if you do have something with your health come up, it's because perhaps you're thinking your mental health or your emotional health is not in alignment with flourishing physical health. So ultimately, Virgo, this transit is really going to cleanse you of any behavior patterns or thinking, loops of thinking or toxic people or jobs or situations that aren't healthy for you. And that's really good news, Virgo. Having been through it, I can tell you that is fabulous news. You're going to be happy to rid that stuff from your life. Okay, so Virgo. Your card is career transition. Archangel Samuel, your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change, a blessed career change. Some of you are going to change jobs. Some of you are going to change careers. Some of you are going to realize your own healing abilities through this transit. And just like I realized through my Pluto moon transit that I had to bring my astrology out to a wider audience, I was already doing it with clients, existing clients, but I wasn't bringing it out to a wider audience. And that's when I started my YouTube channel. You are similarly going to realize, some of you, that you have a passion for something, possibly in the healing world or the metaphysical arts, that you have to bring out to more people. And some of you will start your own business. Some people will leave your job, or you will start a new job where you feel more valued, more cherished, more supported than you've ever felt before, beautiful Virgo. So if I haven't said it already, leave me a comment. I'd love to know if this resonates for you. Let me know. Okay, Leos. Hello, beautiful Leo. Leo, you are another one of those who will be very much intensely affected. I don't want to use the word affected. You will very much feel this transit because it's happening in your 7th house of committed partnerships. It's an angle of your chart. So this can affect, yes, your committed partnerships. It will. This is most likely going to be about boundaries, most likely going to be you seeing relationships that are good for you, that are in alignment with your vibration. Remember, Leo, Pluto is evolving us at the soul level. Any relationships that aren't moving you forward in your soul's evolution, Pluto is doing you a favor of, and I know it doesn't feel like it when it's happening. I lost a very close friend during my 7th house Pluto transit, and it was shocking to me. I couldn't believe it. It was very saddening. There was no one event that happened that made it happen. But some people move on from us because they're at a different consciousness level. And that was true for our situation for sure. We'd been lifelong friends, and I thought we'd be lifelong friends. It was very hard on my Cancer moon. But the truth is that if we're not at a similar enough vibration, the universe will clear that person out of our life, hopefully temporarily. Sometimes we come back together with these people, but sometimes we see them on the other side. When we get to the other side, we hug, and well, I don't know if we hug, but we send moonbeams of light to each other. and we reconnect. I do believe we reconnect on the other side, if not here. So you could experience that. You could experience a change in your roles that you play at work. You could have power struggles. You could have a shift in your own identity. Some of you will go through a divorce during this time. Some of you will have a very passionate love relationship come into your life during this time. Often those relationships are just for our healing. They are just for our evolution. They don't often last, but sometimes they do last. It could be a lasting one. That will be different for everyone. You're getting an opposition from Pluto in Aquarius. Oppositions are where we have external events happen, or external things happen through other people that can often feel shocking, and that's difficult. I don't want to minimize that, but this is making you into a brand new person, Leo. When you're on the other side of this, you're going to be like, wow, wow, wow. You will have gratitude. When you go into the regeneration, rebirthing process, you are going to be like, if you're not already feeling this, you're going to be like be in the chrysalis. You're going to be the goo for a little bit. You're going to be goo, but then you're going to come through it, out of it like the butterfly, and you are going to be so happy and so grateful, because you will have such a better life, and you may already have a good life, but you will have you will have a whole different level of life satisfaction and fulfillment than you had before this transit, Leo. So let's pull a card and see what the cards have to say. And if you would like support during this process, I offer astrology consultations as well as coaching. So please know I do the deeper dive coaching with clients so that I can help usher you through your transformation. And if it's not me, please get support from a professional who can help you through this process. It is essential, in my view, essential when we're going through a 7th house Pluto transit. Okay, so Leo, 7th house. Your card is claircognizance. I love it. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that will come to you as they are answered prayers. Yay, answered prayers, claircognizance. So this is, for those of you who aren't aware, this is the part of us, of your psychic awareness, that receives inspirations and ideas and divine downloads and gives you that just know. I don't know where I got this information, but I just know that this is true. It's really beautiful energy. It's air energy. Claircognizance is our sense of knowing, so it does come through the crown chakra, and this is so in alignment with Aquarius energy. So beautiful, Leo. Look at this. This is such an uplifting card. You're going to have flashes of insight. You're going to have aha moments. Trust them. Trust your epiphanies. Trust your intuition. Trust what comes through for you that is telling you, showing you your next moves. Often when we have Pluto transits, there are strategies that we can employ that allow us to move through anything that can feel murky or deceptive or anything like that. So trust what's coming through. It will help you if you are in a moment or a time when you need to employ some sort of strategy. You'll receive what you need to move forward. Beautiful Leo. If this resonates, leave me a comment. I would love to hear. Okay, Cancer. Hello, beautiful Cancer. Cancer. I have my moon and my rising in Cancer. So together we are having this transit of Pluto moving through our 8th house. 8th house of money from others. Yes, yes, yes. The 8th house of transformation, death, and rebirth. Now, Cancer, I need to qualify this because you have been through it like the other cardinal signs. I understand this, as I've explained. However, Pluto is at home in the 8th house, and it could be transformation in the most positive of ways. It could come through more money. Pluto rules wealth. The 8th house is where we either gain wealth or where we have less wealth in our life. Part of how you're going to navigate this time is you're going to most likely be very focused on how you share resources in a close partnership. This could be a business partnership or a one-on-one love relationship or a friendship for that matter. Make sure that your dealings with people about money are very clear, very spelled out, any agreements you make, and that you're very aware, and you're going to be receiving awarenesses with Pluto and Aquarius here. You're very aware of the steps you need to take. This is a time to be really astute with your finances and very focused. I think a lot of you will be on like long-term financial planning. You might be focused on financial independence, financial freedom, as freedom is a big call for Aquarius energy. This is the house of power. It's emotional and sexual intimacy. I think some of you will have new relationships come through during this time that will be quite powerful, quite passionate, quite lovely. You may have quite a beautiful physical shared intimacy. Wouldn't that be amazing? There needs to be equality of give and take. There needs to be a certain amount of freedom and independence that you both have in the relationship for it to thrive. Yeah, so you could have a new relationship come through during this time or a new influx of money. Beautiful, Cancer. And especially for those of you who are getting positive like sextiles and trines with your other planets from this Pluto in Aquarius 8th house energy, that's even more of an indicator of an increase in your finances. So let us now shuffle the cards and see what the cards have to say. And if you would like to do an astrology consultation with me, I can let you know if finances are a focus for you. Just let me know, and I can let you know what aspects are being made from Pluto and Aquarius to your other planets. Okay, so now Cancer, let's see what the cards have to say for Cancers. Breathe. Archangel Raphael. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly. This will awaken your energy and release old patterns. So first of all, Cancer, this is heart-based energy. Archangel Raphael helps us to heal on a physical level and on a heart level. Second of all, the hit just that came into me when I was reading that was that some of us are going to be clearing out old patterns around money. If you have any fears about financial independence or your ability to handle your finances or your ability to create wealth for yourself, whatever wealth means to you, if you have any blocks, any fears, be proactive about those, clear them out so that you can have a nice clear flow of energy going back and forth between you and partners, between you and potential partners, between you and potential new money that wants to come in for you. Whatever happens, you are going to really raise your vibration as you are more and more connected to your breath, and you can see this light on his third eye. I feel that this is also saying you're going to really receive an upgrade in your intuitive ability, beautiful Cancer, and you're already quite psychic. So this is very, very exciting. If it resonates for you, let me know. I'd love to hear. Okay, Geminis. Hello, beautiful Geminis. Geminis, I have my natal sun in Gemini. So Geminis, you're going to be receiving a trine, a beautiful energy flow trine, the wind at your back, lots of supportive energy from Pluto and Capricorn. This is happening no less in your 9th house of expansion. Definitely, I see more spiritual awakening for Geminis. I see if you've already had spiritual awakening up to the next level of vibration. There is no question about that. I'm getting a lot of messages myself, being a Gemini, about this. I feel that all Geminis are going to receive this as one of the blessings of Pluto and Capricorn. That trine energy is really something to look forward to for sure. I think you're also going to realize, because of this upgrade in your third eye, your intuitive ability, I think you're already also, oh my goodness, you're also going to realize your power as a creator, as a co-creator, your power to manifest. I see an upgrade in your manifesting power. Also because we're getting, as I spoke about in the introduction, go back and watch that, Gemini, if you didn't yet. We're getting these transits that are helpful to us. Uranus is going into Gemini. We're getting sextiles from Saturn going into Aries, Neptune going into Aries. So this is a lot of positive energy flow for your planets and your points in Gemini energy. This is growth. This is expansion. The ninth house is higher learning. This is you very possibly taking on some really expanding and growing in whatever modality you're learning, whether it's astrology or it's any kind of metaphysical learning program, or you could be getting a PhD or a master's degree. It doesn't have to be alternative. You could be moving to another culture. You could really be expanding in terms of your travel to other cultures. Pluto here in the ninth house, if you live in another culture and it's not right for you, Pluto could give you the boot, but I think it'll be a gentle boot because it's a trine energy. But also you could have a passionate relationship in another culture. It's publishing. Many of you could publish something that you're passionate about during this time. Definitely new horizons, definitely passions, new spiritual beliefs, possibly expansion of your spiritual beliefs, real visceral experiences. Some of you could, I don't know, this just came in, I'm going to say it. Some of you could make connections with other life. Some of you could do more things like astral travel, automatic writing, channeling, more sharing of your channeling energy, your channeling words with other people on maybe a mass level where you're sharing it on social media, for example, or through a blog or through a book and so forth. So let's now pull a card and really, again, back to the spiritual awakening. Definitely spiritual awakening expansion for you, Gemini. Okay. Geminis, your card is Hello from Heaven. Oh, I love this. Okay. This is Archangel Azrael, your loved ones in heaven. Okay, mediumship ability too for some of you. Your loved ones in heaven wants you to know that they are doing fine. If you have worries, Geminis can be prone to worry for sure. Let go of your worries and feel their loving blessings. I love this so much. So loved ones who passed on are coming through. You may feel your loved ones even more during this transit. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I would love to feel my mom and my dad more who are on the other side. Some of you will probably go into psychic mediumship, or some of you will just get more and more visceral feelings and connections with those who passed on, but also from your spiritual guides and your angels and maybe even the fairies, the elementals, whoever you work with. There's definitely a profound psychic positive shift for you, Gemini. So let me know in the comments if this resonates for you, if this uplifts you. I would love to hear. Okay, Taurus. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Taurus, you are having this transit of Pluto in Aquarius in your 10th house. Your 10th house is a very significant house. Of course, it is your career, your legacy, retirement. I think a lot of you will retire with Pluto in your 10th house. Taurus, if you are Taurus rising, this happening on an angle of your chart is big for you. It's really big. This is a major, major life change for you. And what I love about it is it's you aligning with your fulfillment and meaning in your life purpose. This is you saying, I'm not doing anything anymore that doesn't align with my true self. So if you have your rising here, Pluto here is saying it's time to get very, very honest with yourself about what lights you up, what brings you a sense of purpose, what makes you feel on point with your soul's mission, and anything else is just, you can't do it anymore. You just cannot do it anymore. And you may be saying, well, I don't have a choice. I have to do what I'm doing. I have to do the soul-sucking job. I don't think you're going to continue that much longer, Taurus. It depends on when Pluto touches your planets or points, but this for you will be a square. Pluto squaring your energy is not going to allow you to do anything that is no longer in alignment with your soul. That's just a marker of Pluto energy. It's going to uplift you. It's going to give you the resources. And I really want you to take this away from this, that you are going to have the resources. You're going to have the money. You're going to have the time and the energy that you need to do the thing that lights you up, that brings you alive. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what brings you alive, because what the world needs is more people who come alive, says Howard Thurman. So beautiful Taurus, I love this for you. I love this. This is going to be for some of you an awakening to your purpose. I think some of you will do quite a bit of seeking, quite a bit of journaling. Get my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling. It's all about the quest for your true purpose and leaving behind, letting go of anything that is no longer in alignment with you. And for some of you, that will be hard. I know that during one of my Pluto transits, I've had many, during one of them, I let go of the practice of law, and that was not easy for me. It was so hard, time, money invested, so hard, but I knew I had to do it because I was in touch with my soul. So if you want to be more in touch with your soul, get my book. It will really, really help you with that. You'll be getting new epiphanies. You're going to, some of you will move, some of you will downsize, some of you will start a new business, some of you will leave a career completely, some of you will semi-retire or completely retire, some of you will just do your work in a different way because you will have no choice. You will have to face any blocks that are in the way of your fulfillment in terms of your identity, shifting an identity, your closest relationships, your home, and where this transit is happening, top of your chart, your career, your public self. Changes could happen in any of those areas, Taurus. Okay, so now let's pull a card for you. Beautiful Taurus. I sense some of you are smiling. I hope that's true. Okay, beautiful card. Peace. Archangel Shamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. What a beautiful message. Only love is real. This card is so full of creativity, all the orange energy. It feels like awakening to your creativity. It feels like awakening. When I was practicing law, there was a part of me that I just put on a shelf completely. I just shelved it. I didn't know I did, but I did. I was so in my head all the time, with my head in the law books and the analysis. I was not in my heart. This transit is going to put you back in your heart. This transit, Taurus, says you have to connect with your heart. Only your heart knows. Your heart knows what's best for you. Follow that. Insist on peace. Make this your intention if this resonates for you. Make your intention to be at peace, and everything you need will be there for you when you need it, beautiful Taurus. Okay, Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries. Aries, you're having this transit of Pluto in Aquarius in your 11th house. Your 11th house is your public self. It's your friendships. It's your communities. It's ruled by Aquarius, the 11th house. Well, it's ruled by Uranus. It is the 11th house is connected to Aquarius energy. So this is like a double dose of Aquarius energy for you. This is all the community activism organizing that you want to do. This is finding your tribe. This is you hanging out in like-minded community. This is you really feeling a sense of belonging and rootedness and like, people have my back. There are people who have my back. This may be new for you, Aries, or it may be an expansion of that. Boundaries will be very important. Letting go of friendships that don't support you. This is also long-term gains. It's a money house as well. It's long-term gains. It's hopes, wishes, and dreams. This is where you could change your sense of what you always thought was your dream, like the biggest dream of your life. You could have a whole new set of dreams or a whole new big dream come in for you because Pluto comes in and it clears out what is not in alignment with you anymore. What could have been a dream that came as a result of conditioning rather than from your true self. Whatever it is now, your true heart's desire, Aries, that is what is going to be supported during this Pluto transit. Because the 11th house is associated with social media as well, some of you will start a new social media platform. Some of you will stop doing or participating in a social media platform. Some of you will maybe even like there will be new social media platforms that come online that we've never even thought of before or seen before. This is like a whole restructuring of the social media world. So for some of you, you're going to be finding new ways, and we can all, this is like a hit to me too, we'll always have new possibilities. We'll always have new ways to make money, new ways to connect. They need to be in alignment with our vibration. So this is all about intention, Aries. And you're going to get a sextile from this Aquarius transit, Pluto and Aquarius transit. You're going to get a sextile, which is new solutions and new opportunities coming for you that are going to help you to expand in this area. Most important thing is that you are clearing out, changing in a positive way, in a more easeful way because of the sextile, opportunities, new opportunities for enhanced fellowship and community and support, Aries. So let me now pull a card for you. This is an intense transit and I'm feeling the intensity. So you guys are probably feeling my intensity as well. Here we go. Aries, what you got? What'd you get? Okay, Aries, you got moon cycles. This card is having you focus on the moon cycles manifestation card. This is about you focusing on the new moons and the full moons to realize what an incredibly powerful manifester you are. This says, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations. Capitalize upon these cycles. Your co-creative ability is being highlighted during this Pluto transit. Pluto wants to show you just how powerful you are. Aries, you're going to the next level of manifesting, and this is one of the hits I got that I spoke about in the earlier part of the video where I did the collective reading for all of us. I hope you go back and watch that if you haven't yet. That we are all getting an upgrade to our manifesting ability, to our awareness that we co-create our own reality. So that's really beautiful, Aries. You're getting it. This is being highlighted. Follow the moon cycles. The new moon is where we are planting those seeds. Of course, the full moon is where we are seeing the manifestation, the fruition, the closing out of a cycle. If this resonates for you, let me know. I'd love to hear. Okay, Pisces. Hello, beautiful Pisces. Pisces, you're having a deep diving Pluto transit in your 12th house. Your 12th house. For those of you who are Pisces risings, this is the house of regeneration and rebirth. This is where we heal and rewire our subconscious mind, where we have those loops, those narratives, those stories about who we are. Pluto here wants you to change the story of who you think you are and bring it more in alignment with your true self, beautiful Pisces. So this is really, really beautiful news. This could bring about a dark fear is coming up for you. This could bring about a spiritual awakening. This could bring about a dark night, a temporary dark night. It's really a dark night of the ego more than the soul. Where you are letting go of an old ego self, you're having an ego death possibly, so that you can rise like the phoenix and see the truth of who you really are. Big picture, this is about awakening. Because your 12th house is across from the 6th house of work, you may leave a toxic job. You could have some sort of what we call a healing crisis. Only so you can, again, go through regeneration and rebirth. I love that Pluto always regenerates our energy. It just changes it into a different form as our soul evolves. And Pisces, you get this. You understand this at a soul level because you are the ocean, Pisces. You do have a connection, a deep connection to the divine. So you understand that I feel that most Pisces want to have that sense of oneness. They want to feel at one with the divine. And this transit is moving you more in that direction. Some of you could do ancestral healing work here. You are going to have a whole new life after this transit. You're going to be a whole new person. And I absolutely love this for you for that reason, because there's nothing like feeling more authentic in your own skin and more in your own power and doing what you love and saying no to anything you don't love. There's nothing like that in the whole world, and it's what we came here for. This is what you came here for this time, beautiful Pisces. Okay, your card. Pisces, 12th house Pluto. Spiritual warrior, you as a spiritual warrior and identifying with you as yourself as a spiritual warrior, you got courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Some of you may be setting boundaries, especially in the work arena or with a health professional or anyone that you interact with on a daily basis, because 6th house is our daily routines and structures. Some of you may change where you go do things that you do on a daily basis. Like you might change your work, you might change where you work out, you might change where you buy things, groceries and so on. change where you get your car fixed. Be aware of all of your relationships during this time, and any of them that seem out of alignment with you, out of vibration, where you are, Pisces, you're super psychic. You know when there's a deception or something else going on underneath the surface with someone. Pay attention to that. Act on it. Be courageous. Stand up for yourself, and all will be in perfect flow for you. My beautiful friend, Pluto is going to take us into brand new horizons. This truly is an epic transit. We've not been here before, none of us, but together we are banding together, we are coming together, we're being together in like-minded community, and we are going to usher ourselves through any portal of transformation that we experience. So this video has been a general reading of the Pluto in Aquarius transit. If you would like support, from me through an astrology consultation or through a coaching session or through my deeper dive soul alchemy coaching, go to my website, check out my testimonials from other clients who have worked with me, and that will help you to see whether you feel called to work with me. We can do a natal chart reading, life purpose, or a heart's desire reading. I'm also now offering 2024 year ahead readings, the astrology for the year for you, an overview flying above your year of 2024 and letting you know what to expect, how you can feel most empowered. But with any of my readings, even the 1-hour readings, I focus on your chart, your gifts, your talents, your strengths, your intuitive abilities, as well as the current transits and how you can get the most fulfillment and empowerment and how you can move through the most difficult transits as well. I do specialize in Pluto transits since I have been through so many myself. I've learned a lot and I love helping you move through them as well. For those of you who want to give the gift of astrology, you can now purchase a gift card on my website. I will leave the link to that below. And I want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you to my Sunday chat friends for joining me. I always love communing with you. Thank you for watching this whenever you watch it. Your support means the world to me. Thank you for liking this video, for giving it a thumbs up, for leaving me a comment and letting me know what resonated for you or didn't resonate for you. Let me know how you feel about Pluto in Aquarius. Also, I appreciate so much your shares of my videos, and your subscribes make a huge, huge difference, probably more than you know. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, join this beautiful like-minded tribe. It's absolutely free. Click subscribe, and then you'll be notified when I upload my next video, especially if you remember to tap the notification bell. As promised, I do have a beautiful free gift for you. Go to my website, sign up for my free inspirational updates. They come to you weekly. It's the astrology that happens between my videos, so you don't want to miss that. Sign up to get that direct to your inbox, and you'll get an instant download of my free guided meditation, reconnecting to your spirit, reconnecting to your heart, coming home to yourself. That's an instant download when you subscribe to my updates, and we will be connected. My beautiful friend, Pluto in Aquarius is the most significant transit of 2024, actually of the whole next decade. I will be supporting you throughout this transit, bringing you videos of the transits, making aspects to Pluto as they come. I'm so happy we're here together. Together in tribe, we thrive. So until my next video, my friend, I'm sending you all my love.